Hello, I think it's connecting. I'm still putting listen, it is October 1st, and do you see we're making up for last month's 3-week late to finish it up by doing it on the 1st. It's pretty impressive, I think, that we remembered. So hello, looks like lots of people joining. So I'm still putting names in here. There's already a bunch of names in here. I'm still putting them in there for finish it up. So we'll do that drawing as soon as I get done sticking all of these in here. We've got our new carpet bag quilt behind us that I just picked up from Bev. I actually got to see. So our sample maker that does most of our samples, her name is Bev. She lives in the Dallas area, and she has a daughter that lives here, but she visits often, and she's taught classes. She hasn't recently, but she was teaching classes. She's the author also of Pick a Pocket and Pick a Para-Pocket bag, which I think I'm gonna have her redo in Grayworks once we get it, because that was like our most popular selling kit forever, was when we had it in the black and white Tula. So I think it'll be really awesome in Grayworks. But anyway, so she's up in the Dallas area, and when I was on retreat a week or two ago, I don't even know when it was, earlier, I went up to visit her because she was about an hour away from there, and actually picked up this one from her because we got the kit ahead of time, and now we have the fabric so we can actually show it because we can sell kits. And the picture behind me does not do this beauty justice, but I'll show you the fabric. The fabrics are so gorgeous. It's in 3 colorways. The one behind me, I don't know, is it rust or, I don't know, it's kind of a red color. But we'll talk about that in a minute. We're also going to talk about Sampler Club. So if you're not in Sampler Club, sorry, I'm going to bore you for a little bit, because this is the final month of it. October 1st is. And Sam sent an email earlier, but I thought I would show. Oh, shoot, I forgot to grab those. I don't think we've actually sold through. They're like recutting more right now, but I can grab kind of what it looks like. And then, so I'm going to show you that and talk about that if you're in our Sampler Club. Or this is just a good, oh no, but the pattern doesn't come with it, so that doesn't count. So never mind, you can't really use it for anything else. Okay, so, ooh, yeah, all right, Amanda. Good, and I'm actually teaching that class, so sorry, you get me. But Bev is an amazing, yeah, she is so fast in putting these samples together. She does them in like lickety split. That is just craziness. Okay, so I see a bunch of people. I got Pittsburgh's on, and Leander, and Iowa, and anyways, the sweatshirt class, we're going to do almost everything in class. There may be a little homework in between the 2 classes, but you won't have like prep work except to buy your sweatshirt or go into your closet and find your sweatshirt before the class, and then to have the fabrics that you want to use on the sleeves. So you'll get supply lists. Supply lists go out like 2 weeks ahead of time. So there's nothing to even think about yet on that, but I had a super fun time putting it together, and we're gonna have fun in class getting them together and seeing all the different ones. I already have like someone bought a sewing related sweatshirt, so it has like a print on the front kind of like this, but it's sewing related. Well, this is sewing related because it's poppy, but it's actually sewing related. And then she's just she pulled colors to go, fabrics to go with, to do the sleeves in. So you can think about that too, like what sweatshirt in your closet do you want to jazz up a little bit? That kind of thing. Another one's doing, I think, Nantucket. There's a bunch of the bypass. Yeah, you're probably stuck in traffic. Cotton on the sleeves. Yep, cotton on the sleeves. No, so the way I did it is, yeah, it's cotton on the sleeves. You do want to pre-wash your fabrics and or shrink them ahead of time. I forgot to mention that to some of the people that are already pulling their fabrics. So, but you just need like 8 to 10 fat quarters, but pre-wash them because you want that shrink out of it, or really, really heavily saturate them so that they have the shrink out of it. And you will need to bring a machine to both classes, but not a serger, just a regular sewing machine. And then we will have sergers in the classroom for the finishing, for everyone to share. It should be real quick. We'll have plenty of them in there. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. This is the first time we're doing this, but we'll be fine. Yeah, so you don't need to bring a serger unless you have a serger that you want to bring. You'll need your regular machine because I'm assuming you'll be piecing and you'll be quilting the fabric to the sleeve. So you'll need a machine to do that. So you do need something that either can move several layers of fabric through. It's not as thick as like a quilt sandwich, but it's close. Or you'll need a walking foot or a dual feed foot to help move those fabrics through. I'm probably going to talk to you guys about doing a sashiko. I have a second one to do now, and I think I'm going to do sashiko on the sleeves. I was going to do it on the other one, but there was a malfunction. It's now fixed, but the person whose sashiko machine we were going to use at retreat didn't want to cooperate with us. Turns out the tension was off or something. And so I ended up doing my first one without the sashiko, but sashiko, Baby Lock sashiko machine is really awesome. So an Aggie sweatshirt, Terry, of course you would be thinking of an Aggie sweatshirt. You're not even the Aggie oh yeah, you are, because that's your name on Facebook. Yes, of course you're thinking of an Aggie sweatshirt. This is kind of Aggie colors behind you if you take the green away. Okay, I'm going to do finish it up. So finish it up. If you're not in Poppy Quilt community, you should get in there. Post projects monthly. You get your name in here 1, 2, or 3 times, depending on if it's on your list from the earlier in the year or if it's the shape of the month, which I think was hexagons last month. I'm not even positive. But okay, so I'm going to pull. It's a cool 90 degrees in Georgetown. Is it really that warm out there? Oh, fall. Cindy Hutchinson, $20 gift certificate. If you're a person that only buys on comment sold, we'll put the $20 there, but you just have to let us know. Usually we do it as a gift certificate in our regular system. The two systems don't talk to each other. So Terry Thompson, congratulations. Thanks for posting. Darlene Wilson. There's pictures of the sweatshirt on that we've been talking about on our regular web page. If you just put sweatshirt class in, you'll find it. There's the picture of the sweatshirt I did, or we posted it in Facebook, I feel like, too. I don't know. Darlene. And you can't win twice the $20. So if I pull someone, Gail Tibbetts. Woohoo! Gail. I know you have friends in town. You may or may not even be on right now, but I'm sure you'll figure it out when you get a $20 gift certificate coming your way. Oh, that person can't win again. Sorry. Thank you for playing. Only one time. Also, if you're on Facebook and you haven't commented on today's post, go comment on today's post because I pull at the end of this live and you have to be present to win a $10. Kathy Crowder. Kathy Crowder. Congratulations. Okay, so those are our 5 for finish it up for September because it's October 1st. Crazy. I would need to leave those separate so that I can actually remember who to go and not have to go watch back because that's always fun to go. I never go watch myself back. There's some people that do and, you know, learn from it and all that kind of stuff. Not me. I can't watch myself back. I would never do this again if I had to watch myself back. Okay. So we have a lot to talk about as we go through. So I'm just going to get going. We have some new Poppy branded things to show you guys that are fun. And some new kits, a new book. There's a book that goes with one of the collections and we didn't have it when we showed part of the collection a week or 2 ago. So we're showing that in the collection again because it's just a lot of fun. And then some new patterns, a few ender bolts, not too many. We ran through a lot of them last week. But, oh, they just left. Okay, perfect. All right, sorry, my thing didn't keep scrolling. Perfect. Well, Ida, now you have a whole bunch to post for October. It puts your chances up for October to win. So, okay. So we're going to start off with this quilt behind me. This is Jason Yenter's mom. This pattern is his mom's pattern. I actually had a customer bring me one of the original copies of this pattern, which is really cool. I love this pattern. We haven't used it in a while. It's called Garden Twist. It looks complicated, but it's not. It goes together quickly because these are big pieces. And it is just great for like baskets of flowers, basically. And so we've got 3 colorways. So I want to show you the colors. The sold 100 is the kit, I think. Hold on. Yes, it's the kit. So the kit makes like a queen size, almost king, 98 by 109. So it's a big one. And this is the fabrics, because I think you need to see the gorgeous fabrics. This is the colorway that is called, what are they calling it? Bouquet in Red. That's so original. But there's a lot more to it. Do you see like all the detail and everything in there? And then it kind of has like that cracked shadow look to it too. So there is Bouquet in Red. There is Bouquet in Blue. Bouquet in Blue. And I'll show you the pictures on the quilt cover. The blue also has greens for its trellis. So it's, to me, it's like if you had a garden trellis and then you had flowers like popping through. Oh, so pretty. And then purple. So the other colorway is purple. And maybe they all have it in green, the trellis. Oh, they do. Okay. So you've got the blue. And it's mainly, it's one of those things that there's like only 2 or 3 or 4 fabrics in here because they make up the whole quilt. And then we've got this in that purple. So look at that. So there's the plain, the more plain purple, and then you've got the greens. The greens are the same on all 3 kits. This is like going back to like, I feel like my grandmother's. Like, this is very nostalgic to me. Just really love it. It's so gorgeous in person. I feel like that's not doing it much justice there. All right, and then we have the pattern just by itself. So maybe you have some floral fabric at home that you want to do this effect with, but you don't like this one, or I mean, what's not to like? You just want to do it with something at home. Like I said, we've done it several times. It's been several years though that we've done one. So this is the garden twist. Now the cover is going to be that fabric and the yardage is going to be that fabric. It actually has yardage on here for 2 different sizes, a queen size or a lap/wall size. And the lap wall size is 64 by 75. Hey, Brenda. We actually have this pattern that you were asking me about. I know, I found it, I got it. Okay, perfect. All right, and they fixed the inventory? Yes, never got messed with. Perfect, awesome. We accidentally cut one more kit of one of the colorways, so we needed another pattern. I thought I was gonna have to go order one, now I don't. Woohoo! Okay, so that's that. That is Olive Garden Twist. That is the new Jason Yenter coming through. We have yardage. The yardage just went out on the floor. They were actually like carrying bolts as I walked in to do the live. So the yardage is on the floor. It should be online. If it's not already, it should be there really soon. All right. And then we got a couple new mugs because I don't know, I got a mailer and I just really liked them. So we've got this one in that sage green that kind of like that light sage green that everyone likes. It's got poppy quilt and sew on there. It's got a reusable straw. It has, it even has kind of where it won't spill because you can't see it probably, but it's pretty suctioned there. I mean, I'm sure you can make it spill, but it would be harder to spill. And I think every staff member has already bought one of these, and it's tall. It's one of those really tall, but then it's got the skinnier on there. And anyways, so it's one of those ones that keeps cold or hot for a really long time. So you've got that. Sold 102. Tony, welcome back. And then we have, because you know we're Poppy Quilt and Sew, so we've got it. We have to have the red. Our poppy is red. So in Georgetown, that's our store. That's our store flower. It's our store flower. It's our city's flower. So Poppy Quilt and Sew, and again this one. Now this one does not come with the straw, but what it does is this does close. So if I had liquid in here, it wouldn't come out. And then you open it to sip on it. You don't really need a straw. You can put a straw. There is space there to put a straw, but this is those of you that like coffee or hot chocolate or something. But you can also put cold drinks in there as well. So, new tumblers. Yeah, they're calling to tell that I lost the broadcast. It's coming back. Okay, great. So I'm getting some that I'm back. Yeah, so if I get any, because I forgot to turn my do not disturb on. Yeah, so if I get any more phone calls, I'm sure they were calling to, give me money or something, because that's all the phone calls I get. And that is, it actually, sorry. And I don't have a way to turn do not disturb on while I'm on. So hopefully I'll get no more phone calls in the next little bit. Okay. All right. Perfect. So we're going to get going again. I'm so sorry. It's been a while since I've forgotten to do that, but you know, my mind's all over the place. I go to market tomorrow. So like, I'm so excited to go to market, and we'll use that as the excuse. And the fact that I was trying to make sure you guys finished it up. Okay. All right, so we have pens, and look, they're in those kind of like more muted colors, and they have poppy on them, and they have this that, depending on how your machine is, if it can do a rubber tip on your screen, then that's the right tip for it, that you can use it, so it can be multifunction. And you can all use those halo rings that you guys like bought by the dozen last week. You to put this like right next to your thing. But anyways, you get to choose your color. So it's a variant on Facebook, or the app will ask you to choose your color. And it is sold space 104. Our shipping, I didn't go over that. So shipping is $9.99. Most of the stuff should go out tomorrow. If you spend over $100, it's free shipping. There's taupe green, rose gold would be this one, blue, it's kind of navy, and burgundy. Aren't they pretty? And they have that soft touch to them, so they're just really pretty. We like pretty things. Okay, I have a few end bolts first. These are kind of like more your standard. So I have some heat and bond vinyl. So that's just used to make water resistant your fabric, so on pouches and stuff. So this is an end bolt that is 1.25 yard piece of that. So we've got that. So if you like making bags and stuff, that's a great product. That's a good question. I can always count on my mom to come with I think I said blue because I like blue ink better. They are blue ink. These are blue ink. All of them, even the one that's black. There's not one that's black. Even the one that's gray, it's not gray ink. They're blue ink. They're all blue ink. Okay. Then I have this sew-in ultra firm. So again, bag makers, this is just a piece of it, 3/4 yard. Great for using for bases. You can use these for placemats too, instead of batting. So there's that. And then a sold 107. Oh, I can't believe. So what happens is, like, people put stuff in their cart. Some of these were on last week's, and then they drop out, and then it comes out to other people that were on wait lists, and then they're like, I don't feel like buying now. I'm done. I'm done for the night. And so somehow my owls did not make it out last week. And if they don't make it out this week, they're going home with me. They're not owls. It's little flowers, but those eyes, like from here, doesn't look like a whole bunch of owls in the weeds. So that is green palette. That is Tim Holtz green palette. And then Sold 108 is his green collage-y one. So just a really fun print. A whole bunch of different stuff. These are like real things that he sources and then he puts them on fabric. And then we've got a little bit from Camp USA, the camping border. So I think this would make fun like placemats or something for a camper. So if you have any friends with campers, like this would be a great little placemat for their thing. I'm not going to end up with these. I'm going to end up having to watch the live back because I'm down to, oh, here. You know what? I'm going to stick them in my pocket. I am a terrible mess apparently right now. All right, they're in my pocket. Okay. Or notice in the wee hours of the morning. Yeah, there's that too. And it's not supposed to do it, but I feel like it does anyways, and whatever. Okay, we got a couple of kits from QT. So the first one is called Dragon's Song. So it has some gorgeous dragons. Look at just the plain fabric. That's the plain boring fabric that's in here. And then we've got, I don't even know where that fabric's used. Oh, that's the binding. That's the binding. And then it's got, can you guys hear Brenda laughing? I can hear Brenda laughing. I'm glad she's still having, it was a busy day because it was the first, you know, with sampler, and it just was a busy day. Look at those gorgeous dragons. So that's on the border. And then you've got, this is like little blocks within. Look at all the, look at the gorgeous colors. These are the prettiest dragons you'll ever find. And then you've got some dragon scales. And then there's some big blocks for those big ones. So this is a kit that's going to go together really quickly for you. It's 65 by 79. Here's the bigger ones. We do not have yardage of this one. We just brought in the kits, I believe. So if you want some of this, you have to buy the kit. Look how gorgeous that is. Look at this guy. So these are kind of the center where you cut them apart, but you leave them together. Or maybe you even leave it together and then just put stuff around it, borders and stuff. He looks kind of scary. He's fiery. He's a little fiery. Okay, I'm sure I'll put that back together before I leave tonight. All right, and then this has got to be Dan Morris. Pine Country Quilts. Yeah, Morris Creative Group. Okay, Sold 110 is the Dragon Song. And then you've got the Solstice Quilt Kit. And again, look at the gorgeous colors. The colors that Dan Morris always does are always really pretty. I'm going to open this one too because why not? So those kaleidoscope are like, you don't have to piece that. It's already part of it. So it's just printed and it's just really pretty. And then you've got some really pretty border print that's going to go around it. And I don't want to destroy it too much. And then just a little bit of black and some other of the colors. So just really gorgeous colors. This one is, how big is this one? 61 by 78. So again, just, like good, really good long throw sizes. So if you got tall people in your family, or short people can like actually double it under themselves. So Sold 111. All right, here's the little board book we got. So the collection is called In the Wild. What is the collection called? Oh, the collection's Radiant, but this goes with it. I thought there was a collection. So this little board book is called Love in the Wild, and we have, I can't believe how many of them we've sold. We almost didn't have enough to even put it on the live. So Sold 112 is the book, and then the book, these are the fabrics that are kind of with that. So you've got the radiant, so it's just like, I don't know, I guess we went bright and colorful today. And we've got yardage of this as well. So if you got this and wanted to make a quilt, but then you wanted borders and stuff, we've got it. We've got it in the Jelly Roll. So we have it in the 2.5-inch squares. We have it in the 5-inch squares, which I just showed you. That sold $115. And then we also have it in the 2.5-inch strips. So here you can kind of see the colors a little bit better. They're just bright and cheerful. So like all of that goes really well with this. And so this is just like a board book for a little one. And creatures of all stripes, sizes, and colors celebrate love here, there, and everywhere. So just a really fun little peekaboo and hide and seek. Just a really cute little book. And then we also have it in a fat quarter bundle. Fat quarter bundle. I mean, you can just see all the gorgeous colors. The fat quarter bundle does have a panel in it. And then we have this. Oh my goodness, how fun would this be to make? So little sister and brother aprons. So they're like really cute, a little pattern to make aprons. And like how cute would that fabric be to have like little aprons to play in? And oh, so cute. Easy to sew, reversible, fun for kids to wear. 2 patterns for kids in reversible aprons. So that sold $113. Did I show a picture of the solstice kit? Yes, but I was really quick. I think I didn't hold it up there long enough. This is upside down because it's open now. Marla, there is the solstice kit. So like these are like just squares, like it's already put together. And then you're like bordering those squares. So like this is going to go together fast. Like you're not piecing all those little itty bitty tiny pieces. All right. Garden Trellis Quilt Kit. So this is also that radian line, and it has that really gorgeous fabric in it. And then these are like your cornerstones, and then it's got black in between. So that sold $118. That kit is 62 by 73. And then we have just the pattern too. So the pattern was actually originally done in the other ombre line from Robin Pickens that we still have. So if you really love that line, we've got that line. We could help you make a kit out of that. Sold $119 is just the pattern for that. Oh, someone's going to have to tell me. I don't know how you are going to tell me because you can't talk to me, but I don't know how to say this. But this is Patchouli, layer cake friendly from Crystal Manning. Really fun quilt. And the quilt size is 60 by 67. And they want a parlor layer cake. So that's what's pictured here is parlor. And I'm going to show you the parlor fabric in just a second. And the parlor collection is now in store, is what I was told. So sold $120 is just the pattern. And then we have the 2.5-inch strips. And I don't think this is the easiest way to show you. Just really gorgeous fabrics. And then we've got the 5-inch squares. Again, this is Crystal Manning. Maybe you can see a little better there. Floral and geometric, just fun assortment. We have 2.5-inch patchouli. Bless you. What does it mean? Does anybody know what it means? Since you guys knew how to say it, or are you guys just making it up? Just, you know, I could do that, but then if I'm totally wrong, you guys would know it. I've got the 2.5-inch strips of parlor. And then we also have the the fat quarter bundle and the 10-inch. We got a lot of pre-cuts on this, so pick your flavor of pre-cuts. Ooh, if you're in Quilt Sensational, this month's focus is going to be pre-cuts, and so there'll be things like every week. Every week is like a different pre-cut that Jen's going to kind of spearhead, but then we're all going to like kind of put comments in there. And then 10-inch squares. If you aren't in Quilt Sensational on Facebook, you should be, because there's a lot of stuff always going on over there as well. Plus we do giveaways over there. It's I think there's 6 or 7 or 8 shops that kind of coordinate that one. It's a scent for candles. Maybe it's a flower. It's used in fragrances. Super strong scent. Oh, okay. All right, I don't do scents, so that's probably why I don't know what it is. Okay. Okay, so I was told to tell you Parlor collection is now in store, so we have yardage of it as well. So you guys, if you want some yardage of it, it is available. I've got, this is Twisted Garden because we have so many garden things on here. Listen, there's 2 different things that we're going to have kits in that are the same exact name here shortly. Like, you cannot make this stuff up. Like, there are 500 million trillion different ways you can name something, and they both have to call it hopscotch. Sold 126. Like, when I name patterns, I try to look them up and see if it's already named, but that's just me. So this is actually, One Block Wonder is not the right way to say this. It's the other version, Stack and Whack. So this is made like a Stack and Whack, because One Block Wonder, you don't have other fabric. You just have the One Block Wonder fabric. You are basically doing, I think this one's doing it in 4 layers is what it looks like. 4 layers, you cut the same, and then you take these that are already flowers and you make them be different flowers, like kaleidoscope. So, and it's like, I don't know why I'm showing you that, because it's that gorgeous fabric. So look at all the gorgeous colors in that. So this is Hoffman's collection. It's called Island Bouquet collection from Hoffman Fabrics. It's a very small collection. I believe we also have those fabrics in stock, because we cut those kits, so we must have that fabric. So whatever didn't get cut into kits is on the shelf. And then we have, if you have some really beautiful floral fabric that you want to do it yourself with, I have just the pattern. So sold 127 is just the pattern. The quilt itself is 50 by 55, so a throw quilt. And then some people, wait. Nice. Okay, so, and then, you know, it's October and we have a few more of these kits left, so we had to show this. Now this is a local artist. Corinne Sovey is actually in Austin, and we're in Georgetown, which is just north of Boston. We're the better part of Boston, except for all my customers that don't live here but come here. When you come here, you're in the better. No, I can't do that either. Okay, all right, all of Austin is great. This kit is so cute. It's mainly piece. There's a little bit that's applique, and it is just, it's 48 by 60, so it's a throw. I would put this up on a wall. I wouldn't. You want to see this whole thing. So I've got it as a kit, and I also have it as just the pattern, Cato Lantern quilt pattern. So if you just want the pattern, we have just the pattern. If you have your own fabrics, like she did it in these less. Our quilt kit is using these fabrics, or very close to these fabrics. I think it's actually those fabrics. But she also did, like, she did it in, like, more homey type fabrics. It's my new word of the day. All right. Sampler Club. Hey, is somebody close to me? Jen or Brenda? Yes. Can you bring me a couple of the sampler kits, please? Yeah. I just forgot to grab some, because we were selling through them so fast earlier that I didn't want to grab them off the table earlier, and then I forgot to grab them. Okay, so if you're in our sampler club is our
Dang, oh my gosh, I quit. No, I mean, I quit throwing things. I'm just gonna sit them right here. So freaking sorry. Oh my gosh. Don't wet your
Well, that's
pants.
okay because I hung up on them earlier. So this is the 1st, but it could be the 13th. We're not sure.
It's just as long as you don't
Okay.
wet your pants.
She go away. She's not allowed to. Okay, I'll ask someone else next time. Okay, so if you're in our sampler club, we always announce around December 1st. And it is you pay an upfront fee and then you get every month for free. This time was pre-cuts. It will not be pre-cuts. Do not ask. It will not be pre-cuts. I have had people quit over having to do pre-cuts. I'm just kidding. They haven't quit. They've threatened it. It will not be pre-cut next year. We're actually going to market this weekend and hope to find a really cool sampler because I like to do really cool ones. So it's pre-cut, and so we put them together each month. This year it was 12-inch blocks once a month. So you just had to put that 12-inch block together and then come back the next month and get it. It's kind of it's free, but, and I say that, it's free, but it's to get you in the store so you can see what else is going on. So this is the final month. So if you're in this applies to you. If you're not, I'm sorry, bear with me. I have some other fun stuff to show you. Maybe not much more. So I wrote a pattern for this year's, which is what I do. It's a really simple pattern. This one, I didn't even name the pattern. It's just called the finishing for it. You use all 12 of your blocks. It's almost makes a Q of V size. It does. It hits the minimums of Q of V. Because we do have a patriotic one. But what we've done is we've put together finishing kits. So if you want to have coordinating fabrics that we picked, Brenda and I, that is what these are. So they're online. They're also here where you could buy them. I can't find anything because stuff got like thrown around. But so you'll see like there's sunset option 1, option 2, blue option 1, option 2. These are on the page. They will continue to change because as we run out of border prints, we'll pick a different border print. So if you like a border print, you better like snag it online right now because we can only get so many out of each bolt, and then those bolts are going to be gone and it'll be a new border print. But it's 3 1/4 yards for $39.99. So it's a value of like 45 to 48 depending on the fabrics that are in there because it varies. But like on the sunset option, this is one of the border. So you'll have a border, you'll have, I don't know if you guys can see that kind of reddish with a little bit of orange in it. That's the shadow, and then this is the background. And I would ask Brenda, but she'd probably like break something again. So hold on a second. No, I didn't quit. I had to go get this. This is the pattern. So this is the pattern I created to do it. And the whites where you would put your 12 blocks. And then there's the pattern and there's the requirements. Anyway, so it's 3 1/4 yards. There's different options. And like I said, we'll keep adding. So you'll see moments in time where they actually go away on the webpage because we have to like recreate again and add again. But these are the 2 purple options. One's a little more pink because one of the colors was purple, but I had used a lot of kind of pinky purple in there too. So those are the 2 options right now. This is one of the US or the patriotic options. The other one is more Texas related. So all of your fabrics were red, white, and blue. Well, Texas's flag is red, white, and blue too. So one of the border options has more, it's one of the shop hop fabrics. Anyways, so that is that. Watch for that. And like I said, watch for them to keep getting added because we will keep doing that as we go through this month until people don't want them anymore. All right, I have a few end of bolts and Sharpie bundles, and don't forget we've got the giveaway at the very end. So sold 131 is Sunlit Garden, and hopefully I explained the sampler. Mary Ellen. No, not next year. Maybe the following year. But okay. This is sold 131. Ooh, very nice. Jenny has already made that cat quilt, and she's quilting with her Q20 with her rulers. That is awesome. All right, and then Spellbound is a spooky words, so a Halloween themed one. This one is 1 2/3 yards. It's sold $132. It's got spider webs and skulls and all that stuff. And then Merry Little Christmas, a little piece of that. This one would be, I like this for napkins. Doesn't that look like on a Christmas table, like how pretty that would be? 3/4 yard of that. I don't know how many napkins that would make though. I don't know if it's enough. All right, Sharpie bundles. I have 2 different Sharpie bundles, and I didn't call out Scott, but you sure did, Sam. Good job there. All right. Sharpie bundles are 5 1-yard cuts from a collection. So these are just like a sampling of the fabrics in that collection that you might get in your Sharpie bundle. And so the first one is Jason, Vivid by Jason. And so there was a bunch of different fabrics in there. Some of them that might get pulled are the Symposium fabrics, just because they go in with the Vivid line. So there's different beautiful, gorgeous. We just met with our person that helps us with our inventory management, and she's like, why are you selling so much Jason fabric? It's like, what is Jason's fabric's been going crazy the last couple months. I'm like, yeah, because it's all that Vivid and it's gorgeous. What do you think? So sold $134. And again, we pick 5 coordinating fabrics for you out of those lines. And then the other option is Changes in Season. This is a batik, and it is just gorgeous, like fall. If you know what fall is, we don't down here in Texas, but we pretend. Fall colors, Changes in Season. So you'll get 5 1-yard cuts from that. Both of these collections probably have 10 or more. So if you buy 2 sets, you would get it, and you get it at like $10 a yard, which is unheard of at this point. All right, so I'm done with that. I just hit the wrong thing. There we go. And then I've got a few more endo bolts, and then I'm gonna do the thing, and everyone keep your finger crossed that I get no more phone calls in the next 8 minutes. All right, Whimsical Flower Garden. So this is a 108, sold $135. Got my mouse back up here. I'd actually move faster. Sold $135. This piece is 1 5/8 yards, so more than 54 inches by, and it's just gorgeous, gorgeous colors. All those purples and then chartreuse in there, and greens and blues, really pretty. And then we've got Solid Cuddle in denim, a 3/4 yard piece. Sam, I was talking to her earlier. She's excited. She's like, we're gonna try not to buy too much cuddle. I was like, you're right. He loves it. Like, I think I'm the first one he reaches out to get an appointment at market, because we don't meet with many of the fabric people at market. We usually do that separate. But he knows he'll usually have a really big order from us. Sold $137. This is extra wide in peacock. It's a 1-yard piece of extra wide, so 36 inches by 90-ish inches, 88 inches usable. And then I've got black and extra wide in 2 different sizes. The first one is half a yard piece, so half by 88 inches. So what is that? 18 by. And then there's another piece. Oh my gosh, this one's a lot bigger. Sold $139. I bet fall in Minnesota is beautiful. It is not down here. All right, this is sold $139, and this is C390, so it's 88 inches, it's 2 yards, so it's about 72 by 88, let's say, usable space. All right. It's 2 days. Do we get 2 days of fall? I'm not sure about that. We had the false fall recently, and that was like half a day. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going on to the thing to be able that will pull from your guys' comments earlier, so that we can get through this before somebody else calls. I swear these web pages change every time I get into them, and I don't understand because I'm going to the same exact link. It's like, it's how it challenges my brain every day so that my brain can keep going, I guess, apparently. Okay, so it's pulling from, it's getting there, it's loading. I'm confirming that it loaded. Go ahead and start. Okay, there it goes, 1098. You have to be present to win. It's $10, common soul cash. I usually add it right away when I don't forget to do it. Marcy Welton. Marcy Welton, are you on? I don't know if I saw you on. You have about 40 seconds to answer because it takes about that long for it to come through. Marcy Welton. I better write that down because I'm running it again in case that person's not on, so we don't have to wait as long, so we don't have a phone call come through because I had a momentary blip in. Okay. If fall happens on a weekend, we make pumpkin pie. If that half a day of fall happens on a weekend, Lori says she makes pumpkin pie. You're starting to see colors in Michigan. That's awesome. Somebody's heading to New York on Friday. Yay for real fall. Yeah. Yeah, we're just going to Houston for market, so that doesn't seem like... Okay, Karen Eckert. That's my second name. Karen Eckert, are you on? I feel like hopefully I gave Marcy enough time. Karen Eckert. I was like, where did it go to? Karen Eckert. Thank you, Gail. We will try to have fun. There might be a margarita or two in the mix. It's funny, there's like competing in markets now. So you've got like International Quilt Fest that does the market. And then you've got H&H, which is what I go to market in the spring. And so H&H is having a happy hour for us during the middle of market. I think it's funny. Karen is here. Woohoo! All right, Karen, I will add $10 of common soul cash to your I don't know, cart, your profile, whatever you want to say. And so next week, I hope to talk to you. We don't usually bring that much stuff back with us, but hopefully I can tell you about some of the inspirations. And also, oh, I have an announcement next week, but I don't know, it's a small announcement, but there will be an announcement next week of something that's coming up the following, that weekend. So that's all I have for you guys tonight. Thanks for being patient. Thanks for staying through me, like cutting out, back in the old days, right? Where you have the TV screen stuff coming across, but drunk people buy more. True that. Ooh, we should start serving alcohol, Sam, is what I hear. I mean, Sam does want to have like a little bar here, so, you know, someday, not out of the question. All right, bye, y'all. Have a good evening, have a good weekend, and we'll see you on the other side. Bye.